Welcome everybody to the Culture Shock Podcast. We back in the building. I'm here with Steele and Moo.
Let's go. We got 2 more Sundays and the season start, baby. Still a game.
And I'm here with a guest that I've been trying to get for years now. The WNBA star herself,
Wait, hold
hometown
on.
hero.
What you mean by get for years?
All right, cut it out. On the podcast for years. I was going through it. You ain't let me go through it. We talking about WNBA. We talking about Rutgers All-Star. We talking about hometown hero. Arella is in the building. Arella, what's up with you?
What's up, yo?
What up?
I don't. That's not her name to me.
What's her name?
Her name is Showtime.
Come on, address
And
me right.
explain why it's Showtime, please.
I'm not even gonna lie. I just was hearing about like a girl getting busy at Bellport, and I don't wanna make up who told me that, but even somebody told me like it's Showtime, and I was just like who the fuck is that, or like what is that? Then I went to a game. I think it was actually against Longwood, and they lost, but she had like 47, if I'm correct.
Sheesh.
Or 37. Like, it was, her team had like 55. She had like at least, it had to be 47. I don't know, but they lost anyway. But then she came to Al Xavier while I was training at the time, maybe once or twice, and I asked her her name, and she said Showtime. And that was the first time it clicked.
That's it. Boom.
Oh, shit. Like, that's who she is. But to me, it's very important to keep that name alive because it's like a hometown hero thing. But when like things were actually going on and you looked at somebody's numbers and you're like, wait, she got 35, 17, and 17. Like,
Crazy.
how do you even do that in high school? And then to see it graduate to what it is now. But even during that process, it got better and better, as she just became who she is. So I think she even put on for that. A lot of times when people get nicknames in high school or people that we know, from Julian Newman to Jelly Fam, like the hype was way bigger than
Right.
them actual self. So she was like a brand before she even did anything. So to me, that's fire. That's why I still call her Showtime. Sometimes I even forget like Arella. That's just kind of that's her name. But
So
she
a lot
do
of people
get busy.
call you that, or is it just something from over
No.
here? Like, do you?
I think it's just more like hometown stuff. Like the name never really, cause I went to Texas. They wasn't cultured like that. Like, they didn't really have no swag. So when I went to Texas Tech,
You went to? I was gonna say.
yeah, when I went to Texas Tech, it was just like it was no culture to the game. It was just basketball.
Right.
It was boring to me. Like that's one of the reasons why I was like, yeah, it's kind of taking the fun out of it, or taking my style out of it, and I gotta stay true to myself. So like when I came back up north and I went to Rutgers, they started calling me AG actually.
Really?
Yeah, and that's the name that stick with me in the league. Everybody just call me AG for some reason. I don't even know why.
They can't say your name. That's why.
Yeah, they can't pronounce it.
The last name.
Nah, that's really how it go.
Yeah,
that's
so
what's up.
AG stuck with me, and it was. I actually kind of liked it because what I had AG on my one of my first tattoos. It was for like all God, so it was just like an easy transition. So everybody calling me that was like, all right, I can deal with that.
That's tough. No, that's tough. So where did you have inspiration to your game? Like, did you have a favorite player that you looked up to that you kind of everybody gets that player and they go out in the backyard and they try to do their moves? Was there ever a player like WNBA or NBA wise that was that player that you wanted to emulate?
I mean, I didn't want to emulate nobody's style, but like, I just took bits and pieces from people. Like, I've always been that type of person. But growing up, it was just fun to be. It was like a family thing, where me and my dad, he was a Celtics fan and I was a Lakers fan.
That's
so
right.
I was Kobe. I was big Kobe.
Kobe.
Yeah, let's go.
Big
You already know.
Kobe.
You come on this show, you better love Kobe.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm big Kobe, and anything that he was a part of, like it was just a certain confidence he walked with, and I think it just stemmed from his work ethic, and that's what I really tried to emulate, like, and form my game after was the work ethic more than any type of style or skill or see like a move somebody was doing. It was more like it's still gonna be me, but I really just like the confidence and the work ethic behind it. Like that was my main thing.
No, that's what's up.
Now, how do you get to a position, or when did you realize actually, like, oh wow, I need to continue to work at this level because my dreams are coming true? Like when did it click to where Showtime was already the confidence before the name?
It's crazy because I don't even know when it clicked. I don't even know if it still clicked yet. Seriously though, because I be forgetting. People just like constantly remind me like about like what I am and what I do. And to me, I didn't even scratch no surface yet.
Right.
Like that's what's crazy. Like my goals be so freaking out of reach. Not even out of reach, but just so high that it just looks crazy. And from even the beginning, like when I started, like I had people in Belport that wasn't even like they believers now, but like they wasn't believers
Right.
back then. Like a
Mhm.
lot of people wasn't believers, and we had to scratch and like fight our way through those barriers to get where I'm at now. So it's just like I don't think when it ever clicked, honestly, because it's like I'm never satisfied. I'm never satisfied. Like it's ridiculous.
Do you think that's a curse in any way, or do you think that do you love that about you? Do you, or is it something that you struggle with because you're never satisfied? Like you never get to enjoy the fruits of your labor.
It's a
You know what I'm
blessing
saying?
and a curse for sure, for sure. But I've matured enough to like understand that you do got to celebrate small wins. Like it's like I did break barriers where I was the first in Belport to you know get out of there and touch the WNBA and touch like a professional sport, like for real. And I have to applaud that. Like, there's so many people that are inspired by that. There's little girls now that's touching the basketball because they see me doing what I'm doing right
It's
now,
tough.
and I have to applaud that. You can't consider that a failure just because you not where you at in the league right now or where you want to be.
Right.
Like you have to praise that, and I've matured enough to understand like you do have to give yourself credit along the way, but also it's okay to never be satisfied and still, continue because that's made me who I am and it's gotten me where I'm at. So it's like
Right.
I'm not gonna steer away from that.
Now, does that, or can you separate? Because to me, that actually sounds like you being humble. But there's also a level of basketball that I never played,
Mm-hmm.
so it could also leave like a level of unfulfillness in the sense of like
Yeah.
there's still a level that I need to get to.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, it just sounds like you're super humble in the sense of understanding that like I have to be reminded of who I am and carry
Yeah.
myself a certain way and do appreciate when people want to hold the door for me or do XYZ for me
Mm-hmm.
because I am human. But at the end of the day, um, the pedestal is based off of hard work, so it's not something that is given. You
Mm-hmm.
literally earned it, and being um, man, probably one of the first girls that are that close to even the schools that I went to, Longwoods and things of that nature, is very big because it's still obtainable. You're still
Yeah.
around. Um, you still go to the local things that other people go to as well. So I think there's a level of humbleness there, but you get. I guess I can see where you're coming from about not being satisfied
Yeah.
because there's still a lot more to do.
Yeah.
So
Honestly, a lot of times when I come back home, it just remind me of where I'm going to.
Right.
I'm never really back home this long, honestly.
Yeah, for
But
real.
when I do come back
Mhm.
home, like I really like to, get involved with the local things. Just
Right.
visit people that I've always touched base with. Always go. I'm always with my friends. We always catching up and all that stuff. And I gotta come back to the school, see what's going on. Like just because, like it just remind me of where I started, and like it's that extra kick. Like you don't really want to come back here,
right,
and not to like bash where I'm from, but at the same time, it's just like these are my goals, and they've always been my goals to get to a certain level, to
right,
get to a certain
Mhm.
point in life where it's just like, okay, I'm reminded again, this is something that's just a stepping stool. You know what I mean?
Right. What would you say, leaving out of high school, you went to Texas Tech first,
Yeah.
yeah.
then going to Rutgers. What would you say like that transition was for you? As far as like teammates, and
Mhm.
then just the way the game is played. Um, here in New Jersey compared to Texas.
Yeah, it's definitely a big difference. Like you look at the style of play in the Big 12, and that's something like I said, I didn't have a lot of mentorship. Me and my dad and my mom and pal and all of us who was involved in my like just process of this journey, like we didn't we don't have any blueprint. We
Right.
didn't have a player before us who could come back and, hey, this is what I did. This is such and such. This is how I maneuvered in this business and everything. So it's just like, honestly, I just won it. Like, I'm going here. Whatever my heart told me to go, I went there. And you get there and you realize a bunch of details that you didn't even factor into like your process, and you're like, damn, I missed a lot of things that actually are important to me. So like, just like the style of play, like I was the most ISO'd player, like little stats like that. I was the most ISO'd player in the Big 12 as a freshman.
Really?
I had the most ISOs because my style of play did not fit into that league.
That
So the way
system.
to get
Right.
me a bucket is they had to ISO me because they played inside out all the time.
Right.
So it was really hard for me to transition because I've never done nothing like that. Got the ball in my hand. I like to get jiggy. Like
Right.
I like to,
I like to get to it.
yeah. So it's just, it was definitely a different style. I still think, honestly, just the way I can adjust to certain things though, because I can't just truly bash that league. Like I feel like I still would get to where I'm at just like by my work ethic to be able to adjust there. So I'm not even going to like tear it down. It's just like I wanted to be more comfortable. I felt like there was just certain aspects I needed to grow as a person. Like I was very antisocial at Texas Tech. Like you would just see me in the gym completely. You would not see me anywhere else. You won't see me in like I would not. I didn't have a nightlife. I ain't had no car. I ain't go nowhere. I had a bike, and I went to the gym and back to my dorm and played the game all day and talked to my parents. And that's exactly what, like I didn't have no relationship with my teammates, nothing. So it's like I gotta find certain things to make me branch out and be able to network, be able to cherish relationships, be able to like just grow in aspects I didn't grow in high school. You know what I mean? So I think that was like the biggest thing, like the biggest transition for me going from high school to college was like you gotta realize you got a lot of growing up to do.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Sure.
off the court.
And people
honestly.
don't. Yeah, I was gonna say people go through college and still got that growing up to do, even into their 20s, 30s. Do you have a favorite teammate that you ever played with on Rutgers? Do you have one? I know. I don't want you to. I don't want you to
That's gonna
shout.
get me in trouble.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna get you in a little trouble.
Nah, I really do love all of them. Like I don't speak to them a lot. There's obviously more people. There's people that I speak to more than others, but like Rutgers, man, we went through some hard times. Like those girls, honestly, I can say they are my sisters because like that's so weird. Like you don't really have. A lot of people don't have those bonds with teammates, especially like certain players where you just about business. Like, hey, I'm here and I'm gone.
Right.
But like I can honestly say like, regardless of like keeping in contact with a lot of players, like those are my sisters for sure. Like that was one thing Rutgers was built on was a sisterhood, and that was one of the main reasons why I went there because it's just like a strong lineage going down from the pros. Like I could hit up, Rutgers pros that's right now, like and be like, yo sis, can you help me out with such and such, or tell me about this your experience here, and they're gonna treat me like I'm family for sure even if we didn't go to school together. So that's one thing like I'm big upon was the sisterhood there.
Okay. Toughest player to play against in college?
Toughest player to play against?
Who bust your ass?
Nobody. Check the stats. Nobody. So fact. They was making defenses on. They was creating defenses for me. But oh god, it was really fun. It's hard because a lot of players I didn't guard because it wasn't getting a bucket on me.
I feel like, was it Iowa? that I
She
feel
don't
like
play
gave
no
y'all.
defense. That's why.
Ooh,
Was it Iowa? Or am I tripping?
don't do that. You trying to
Was it?
mention
No.
Caitlin Clark because I gave 36
Nah, not even
to that.
Caitlin Clark.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Was it Iowa?
All right.
They had like a big. I don't know if it was
like
Iowa
when you
though.
talking your shit.
Now you can talk your shit though, but I'm trying to think. I just can't remember
Nah,
the
she was
school
cool though.
because
I
I
really
watched
do.
I
I'm a
watched
fan
y'all
of her.
games and I remember. Can't remember the school. It's gonna piss me off.
It don't matter if you talking about Rutgers. She got busy.
I already know she
Iowa.
cooked. I already know that.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
just
she
trying
got
to.
busy.
Who gave us the most problem? I mean, but Maryland was just like a set team. It was never
Maryland
a
was-
player that just like,
Right.
came and bust our ass.
Mhm.
That's the thing. Like
Right.
they were just complete teams. You know what I mean? Complete teams.
Was there ever a guard that you
Like
You
you
busted
play
their ass and you just always gave it to them? Was there anybody that
everybody.
you talked? No, but you really talked. So you was talking to everybody on the court.
Everybody.
So every time you play, you was talking shit to everybody on the
I didn't
court.
have to talk shit. I'm not shit talking.
But now I'm asking for a shit talking moment
see
where you was really giving it to somebody and you let them know about it. You could let them know it's your game, but nah, you was really in their ear like, I'm
In
busting
their
your
ear?
ass.
I don't think people wanted to bring that side out of me. I'm not gonna
Nah,
lie.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's a good answer.
I can't.
I'm not mad at that
yeah,
answer.
I can't lie. I don't think nobody ever talked to me crazy, ever, like ever. It was more
like that.
like, all right, you gonna talk last second in the game, or I'm gonna talk. Yeah, like you talking last second. I don't respect that. Like you wasn't talking the entire game.
Right.
I don't respect that. So I don't know if there's anybody who actually talked to me from start to finish and we just going at it the entire time like it's some rucker part. That stuff happens when I go to the city.
Okay.
Stuff like that. That happens like, okay, they're gonna get me excited.
Right.
That's what I go to the city for.
And you home too, so it's
Yeah.
like, yeah. So
But that's how they are.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think nobody was ever. I played in a Big Ten.
Right.
I'm not playing against no.
Right. No.
Playing against systems.
Yeah,
So
I'm
you
playing against systems.
rather than killers.
It was more, it was
Right.
never like, maybe if I would have played in SEC, we might have had that type of
Right.
conversation. There was no one in the Big Ten that actually was just like, let me go at her.
Right.
It was like, let's bring the team and let's form a defense and let's
stop
put
her.
5 people right here
Mhm.
and make her pass the ball. And that was it.
Right.
Let's not talk.
Right.
Nobody. I don't think nobody wanted to bring that side out of me. It actually happened more in practice than in games.
Really?
What? Yeah.
You ever had a
Practice used to
practice
get
moment?
hated.
You ever had a practice moment where you got into an altercation, physical, or was it
Physical?
never like
No,
that?
I'm not
Never?
a fighter. I'm a lover.
That's a nice girl right there.
Nah, look, she did that.
I'm too cute to fight. Okay.
Before you got to Texas Tech, what were some of your other high level D1 offers?
LSU was in my top 3.
Wait, why didn't you go to LSU at that time? Their coach?
Like I said, I ain't have no guidance. That was my
okay.
favorite visit. I don't know why.
Yeah, and I'm about to say they had a squad too.
What? That was my favorite visit.
Yeah.
I'd still, every time I see the coach, she's actually like a part of the Las Vegas Aces, like ownership and staff like
Right.
that. And Nikki, man, every time I see her, I just regretting like, why didn't I go here? Nah, but yeah, LSU. When I was transferring, Ohio State was in there. I went on a visit to Ohio State. Yeah, it was Texas Tech. Rutgers was always in my top 5. Georgia Tech.
Did Rutgers offer you before Texas Tech too?
Rutgers
So you
was
double
the first
back?
people. Yeah, first people off.
Yeah.
Yeah, they was home.
That's kind of fine. Did you ever think about going to any of the big, I guess, some major universities, St. John's and Stony Brook and things like that? That's closer to us.
Absolutely.
Oh wow, that's
I
fine.
love Stony Brook. I used to come back home and work out at Stony Brook, actually. Like, that's how cool me and the coach was.
Wow.
We still friends on Facebook. Yeah.
Facebook friends never go.
Okay.
Word, they never go.
For real.
Nah,
I
that's
would
fine.
always play. I would play in Stony. I think the Big East just wasn't too competitive for me. Like Seton Hall, like I loved them. They were some of my favorite visits for real.
Yeah.
Tony, like I grew up.
They get busy too.
Yeah, I grew up watching Seton Hall, and I grew up like going to the school all the time. Tony, his daughter's from Long Island. Like
Yeah.
we would always be cool. Like it was just, I wanted to be in a more competitive like
Right.
environment. You know what I mean?
Nah, I feel you. Let's talk about draft day though. What's that
Yes,
feeling
I want
like?
to know about draft night.
I had COVID.
Did you?
Yes.
Damn. Well, that's not a good way to start
What the
that
fuck?
off.
Yeah, I was supposed to have a big old draft
So-
party. Everybody was invited. I'm glad I didn't have the draft party because I would have been mad sitting from 3 to 22.
Yeah.
I wanna know. I do wanna know, Arella. I need to know.
My face, I would have left.
What
No.
happened? What happened in that process?
Honestly, I didn't have an agent, so I was completely.
You out of the loop?
I heard Rock Nation an hour before I got drafted. He was out of the loop too. We was all out of the loop.
Word?
Only reason I knew I was going to the Sparks because he knew Derek Fisher.
Wow.
Wait.
Yeah.
So when you got drafted, you was RNS? Like
I had no agent. I had no clue where I was gonna go. I was thinking all my draft interviews went at least solid, like except for Dallas. I knew I wasn't going to Dallas because I knew the vibe was just not. It was not there. But Dallas had 3 of the picks in the top 5. So
You were
it was
projected
like even,
what?
I was third. I was projected
Yes,
third.
that's what I'm
top
saying.
5 pick, yeah.
And I was like, when I seen the selection, I'm like, what the fuck?
If I didn't go 3, I was going. I thought I was going 6, or I was going second round.
Right.
Because the only people I talked to was I didn't talk to LA.
Wow.
We had no conversation at all. So I thought I was going either to Atlanta, Indiana, 4th. Indiana threw me off. I thought I was going to Atlanta,
Indiana love ballers from New York though.
Or New York.
Wow.
Oh, you was about to come out here?
It was 6.
That would have been lit. I was actually, you know what's funny is I was actually hoping for you to go to 6.
Yeah, I want
because I was watching. I'm like, yo, let Arella go to 6. Because I kept seeing it drop. I'm like, yeah, come on. And then, but you went
so what's that phone call like though?
So. I went to the Sparks.
What's that phone call like? Yeah.
I can't. The phone call, I was angry because.
Yo.
She was like, now y'all calling?
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I came in front. I was angry. He asked me like how I was feeling, and I was just like, you want to know the truth, or you want me to tell you like, you want to hear what you want to hear? Like, and he was like, nah, you can keep it real. Like, D-Fish was cool. Like, you can keep it real. I was like, yeah, I'm pissed, and that's what I told him. He's like, but all right, you just gotta be ready to work when you get there. And it was short, sweet, simple. Like, my agent, he called me. He told me, all right, D-Fish about to call you. I was just like, I couldn't process it because I was so stubborn in my emotions. I wish I would have, like, lived in the moment more. Right. You know, because, like I said, you got to be able to appreciate small things, like the little wins. I was more worried about the drop than anything. Right. Like, I had ESPN ready to interview, and I cut the camera off, everything.
Wow.
Everything. But, yeah, it was bad.
Now, you think a lot of...
from that.
Right.
You think COVID played a big part of it? You think it's just like you was already in a bad mood that you didn't have the expectation of the party and then
I think it was just too much going on. Like, my whole family caught COVID. We all sitting in the living room looking like just sad and sick and it was just a lot going on, honestly.
Because all those people in that living room wanted to see you happy.
Yeah.
And the fact that you wasn't pissed, you know, it's gotta be. It's like bittersweet in that moment, because like you saying, you don't. It's not that you're not appreciating it, but you're not happy in that moment. So your, family is like, I wanna celebrate, but like, yeah,
I know. Tough. I wish it could have went better. Honestly,
everything happens for a reason. It probably taught you
grow. It taught me a lot of shit. Like, suck it up.
Right.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, live in the moment.
How was D-Fish as a coach and just a mentor, and how, like, what about your teammates as well? Like, I seen a lot with Tia Cooper. UNT was making on the videos and shit.
Yo, brother, it's weak.
Go ahead, talk to me.
Nah.
Say the truth.
Nah, D-Fish cool.
That's it.
Yeah. He really was though. The only problem I had was not playing.
Yeah, playing time. Right, I'm about to say she ain't gonna say nothing.
That's it. Yeah. I ain't get to play under his coaching style for real. I sat on the side and
right.
Like,
did you learn anything during that process? Because I know when, especially being around high level athletes, when they feel like they're ready, sometimes they don't want to. Like, I want to learn as I go, and I think sometimes when you go from high school and then going back to Rutgers, well, not going back, but then coming back out here and going to Rutgers, it almost restored that feeling like high school. You get to have the ball in your hand a lot and figure out how to control offense. Then you go right back to being in the league, and now you're sitting, and you're probably a great practice player, all of those things. You're probably busting everybody's ass, but it's not translating well to the coach that's like, hey, let me make sure she gets in the game. But how do you stay humble during that process of always being the one or being Showtime, and now you got to learn from the bench?
Yeah, you take your mind off of it. Honestly. Like, you just get a hobby, for real. Like, I just started doing other things, for real. But, yeah, that's hard because it's, like, not really, I feel like there's not a lot of concepts you could teach me right now. I came from a pro-type school where it develops pros. It's not like a school where it's just like high school again. Just dribbling the ball, stepping over like half court, shooting the ball, just dribbling through 4 people because they can't play no defense and it's easy. Right. Nah, I came from a pro-level school. I know pro concepts. There wasn't too many. I came to training camp. Mind you, there's 3 people drafted to the Sparks before me. 2 people drafted to the Sparks before me, of 2 first rounders,
Right.
2 first rounders, and I made the team. It's not too many, and I made the team with 2 days of practice. I couldn't leave to come from COVID because I had COVID. I had to wait my whole period, get tested, test negative, then go to training camp. I had 2 days left of training camp. I still have to make the team. I'm a second rounder. I'm not guaranteed to make the team. First rounders aren't even guaranteed to make the team sometimes,
Right.
but they're more guaranteed than a second rounder.
Right.
So it's like I had 2 days to make a team full of vets. So I came to training camp with 2 days and made the team. It's not too many concepts you could really teach me because it's just natural.
Right.
And if it's not natural, I figure it out very quickly. And it's not too much you could teach me. It's just more like I'll be waiting for the moment. For
Yeah.
I just be waiting for my moment and my time.
Showtime.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But what I did learn is just, man, to teach you patience. Patience and I guess their style of play in the business. Like I had to learn more about the business networking and everything. And get used to that. Like learn how relationships are that important. You
Right.
never know. D-Fish could be a head coach
Right.
somewhere in 3 years.
It's true. I don't know that.
And
I
you over
don't
here
know.
talking crap about him on the podcast. Remember that.
Yeah,
Nah,
that's a fact.
Yeah,
nah,
nah, I ain't
kidding.
gonna-
I can't say
ain't
nothing
gonna let
bad
that
about
happen.
D-Fish. D-Fish
I
done give me
really
some
didn't. Nah,
some
but
good
all
memories.
just I can
Yeah.
honestly say I really didn't have no problem.
What
with
you
him.
mean by that?
Pause.
Hey yo,
Pause. Another pause moment. So you got to do that.
I thought he was
I was about to
chill.
say something crazy too, but yeah, nah, that's crazy. After that, you went. Was it Ukraine, if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken? And that was right before
Mhm.
everything that happened, right?
Yeah.
So what was that like, playing in Ukraine and then just getting out? What did you?
How do
see any
you
rumblings?
even get over there?
Right.
Like how do you? No, I'm just mean with all the leagues that they have, all around the world. Like how do
Right.
you get to Ukraine out of all places?
Um.
Is it the money or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to say it nice. She's like,
Yeah. It was Ukraine got a lot of money flowing through.
Right.
Very, very wealthy country. Well, yeah,
Yeah,
Right.
nah, I know.
very wealthy.
Right.
Yeah.
Besides the war, but yeah, it has a lot of money flowing through it. And besides the money factor, it was just like a respectable league for a rookie going into their first year overseas. You
Right.
know, and it was something I could build upon. So if the war didn't happen, I would have been making like a very hefty contract for my second
Right.
year, and they just have money to build upon because I was going for MVP season over there
Right.
very much. So, yeah, it just would have been something to easily build upon and like have just a great relationship to come back towards. But I'm glad everything happens for a reason because I got to play in like an even more respectable league because I had to start from ground zero my second
Mhm.
year.
Puerto Rico.
No,
Where?
Puerto Rico national team.
Yeah.
Gotta know
Oh
the
yeah,
difference.
you're right.
Um,
She said you gotta know the difference. So get shit going.
yeah, yeah, to start from ground zero because the EuroLeague, they was like, we don't give a fuck.
Oh.
Ukraine League,
Mm-hmm.
it was respectable in Ukraine, but it was like, yeah, anywhere else, we not respecting it. And I was
Right.
like, all right, bet you won't respect it after this year. And
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah, I feel like the hardest part about trying to figure out exactly. I guess I have a question too, but like, what's your favorite league to play in? But to me, everywhere you go, even in your short span, when you play 5 to 6 minutes, when you in the W, you still score 8, 9 points. So, number one, what's your favorite league to play in? Also, number two, if you had an opportunity to just play in the
Mhm.
NBA, with the salary that you wanted on the team that you wanted, would you do that instead of the hustle?
no, because I'm a hooper.
Right.
And there's a lot of people that just play just to play. And, I just want to hoop. So I play where I'm respected and I'm loved and I'm supported for real. I'm more so like gravitate towards love and just the grind of the game. And I feel like overseas right now would probably be my favorite to play in. Not because I get the minutes obviously and all this stuff.
What league
It's
overseas?
EuroLeague is
Okay.
fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. Everybody battling. Like, these girls be going. My dad came to one of our games in Hungary, and he watched 3 games. And he said, "You look like y'all playing football out there." He
That's
said,
what's
"These
up.
girls are rough."
Right.
Yeah.
Like, what? And he got to watch WNBA games. He got to watch all types of games, college games. He's like, "Y'all are rough. Like, y'all are battling." And the skill level can vary. Obviously, you have a lot of players. You have a bunch of WNBA players and a lot of players who can play in the WNBA but choose not to because they rather stick with the overseas money and stick with the overseas contract. And these are more the European girls that, they ask all the time to come over to the league, but they don't want to.
Right.
Because they know the opportunities is slim and they need expansion for the league. But yeah, EuroLeague is definitely more fun. I feel like you just get to be more creative for sure. Obviously, I don't know yet in the W. It might be my favorite league once I get my shot, honestly. I
Right.
can't lie.
What do you feel about the WNBA? Which I always say, there's like you said, there's not enough spots, and there's no like G League really. Like there's no nothing. Like, would you like to see something where they have like a G League? Because you see, all even just guards after their first year being on the team, they're
Yeah.
cut, and then that's it, and then they're gone. You know what I'm saying? Some come back, like you did, but some people just gone. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, what's her name? Which I love watching her. Destiny, was it Destiny Henderson?
Yeah.
I loved
Yeah.
watching her. She was cooking in college, and then when it comes to the WNBA,
She plays
she
for
didn't really.
Phoenix right now.
Yeah,
Did
she
she?
on the team.
Oh, she
Yeah.
did.
Mhm.
Okay. So
Yeah.
then, but still, those things like she, you know what I'm saying. People are just cut like right off the bat, and I'm like, they need some. You know what I'm saying? Like I get the overseas, and obviously the money is better over there for most. You know what I'm saying? So I get that, but in my opinion, y'all shouldn't have to go all the way over there to get paid that money. Y'all should be getting paid
Yeah.
that money out here. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
So-
it's a lot of factors that go into it.
Of course, it definitely is.
We're definitely younger league.
Mm-hmm.
Younger league, and I think like when you really compare them, I hate comparing the NBA, but when you compare the NBA when it first started and all that stuff,
Right.
like we're very much ahead.
Yeah, I
Very
was gonna
much
say.
ahead.
I don't think it's that far behind. I think
No.
adapting new rules.
It's hard because we're comparing to finished products all the time.
Right.
And you play 20. The WNBA just started playing 40 games.
Yeah.
In a season.
Yep.
You see how many injuries is going on right now.
Yep.
Like they're not even used to that. You play like 25 games, 30 games a season.
Nah, that's true.
You compare it to the NBA playing 83 games before playoffs.
Right.
And you playing 7-game series.
Yeah,
All the
that's
time.
a lot of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all don't want to do all that.
Yeah.
No, that's a lot.
Cause y'all going y'all don't even have access to the flights and things that they have. So
Yeah.
it's not the same. But
There's so many more factors, but I do want to see expansion. I think I mean we're talking about expansion right now. They're just talking about Denver and talking about a bunch of other cities.
That'd be dope.
It's gonna happen. It's just like some people gotta be okay with being building blocks.
Yep.
yeah,
It might not be for you. It's for the next generation, and that's all right.
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 Yeah.
Yeah, nah, that's true. And I think that's fire to even have that mind state because that means you would play for an expansion team and help
Yeah.
build it. And, that's great. Now, one of my favorite things, I guess like about you, watching you from afar is like your fake swag. It's not really fake.
It's
But
definitely
fake.
not
I was
fake.
gonna
Yes,
say,
your
it's
I
not
swag.
fake.
But I actually just while I'm talking to you, I just realized like every single thing you have on is fucking Team Jordan.
Yeah.
Not these pants. These Zara.
Oh, all right, my bad. But even to the socks, and I just looked. I thought the jacket was some other shit, but now I see the
Nah.
Got it right, on
23.
this right there.
So it's definitely Team
Mhm.
Jordan. How did the Team Jordan
I put that on.
is it a sponsorship? Is it a
Yeah.
partnership?
Nah,
Is it a
baby, I'm sponsored.
how did
How did that come about?
how does that come about?
Honestly, I checked my DMs one day, and Jordan's daughter was in my DMs, and I was just like,
Word?
what the fuck? I was already thinking about going, because usually, like when you about to get drafted, your what is it? Your team partner, usually your college team partner, wants to work with you, especially if you're a high draft pick. So Adidas was come heavy. They was paying for my hair, my makeup,
Okay.
everything. And I was just like, man, would Jordan just match my swag?
Right.
I ain't gonna lie, it's not too many. But Adidas do become hard with some stuff. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah,
They
they do.
do. They do be fresh. It'd be more the partnerships, but they be fresh.
Right.
But Jordan just matched my swag. Like that's just some I would wear like off the court, and I feel like the creativity just I was able to work with being on Team Jordan, and then it was just like to me it was more exclusive because I think it was only Taya and a couple other Taya Mymore. I don't know who else, but it was a very slim roster.
Right.
Slim roster. You go to Nike and Adidas, they got large rosters. And I was just like, dang, I'm kind of 1-on-1. So she hit me up on Instagram. She was sending me pictures of like certain styles I was wearing. And I didn't even think I was posting like a lot of stuff, especially like my senior year and my junior year. Like I wasn't really like posting my outfits or like being very like a high social media presence. So I feel like it was just kind of meant to be because it's like you was really doing your research and you seen that stuff in me and I wasn't like you see how I'm posting now, like I'm more active and
Right.
all that stuff. Like I wasn't like that in college. Like I'll be ready to delete my social media after a bad game.
You had energy though. I feel like your energy was always high, even if you posted like I think it was your senior year.
Mm-hmm.
We had that one that went real viral.
The
with
dancing, but there was dancing videos.
I know,
I wasn't
but
in like
but you
leisure
gotta,
and stuff like
no energy. You don't
clothes
feel like
wear.
energy plays a role in it. Like they see the way you presenting yourself.
Yeah.
Forget about the clothing for a second.
Swag.
Just seeing your swag could come from just how much energy you give and the energy you have around people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that could have played a part in it because I feel like when you showed that video, it made people feel good. I know when I seen it, I was like, oh, she getting it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it made me feel like, yeah, she out there. Nah, she was
Nah,
getting to it.
people see you in a different light, so
Yeah.
it's always good full circle. But I think that
Facts.
helps. My favorite everything in the world is Jay-Z. So how do you get to like
Definitely
I know
post
every
that.
Jay-Z song easy.
All right, what's your
But
favorite album?
that's tough because
Yeah, I'm a
I'm
whole
born
fan
in
too.
'91. So what really got me through a lot of stuff is probably the Black Album. But my favorite album has to be the Blueprint or Volume 1.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, yeah.
She was gonna crucify your ass. You didn't say
Nah.
that.
Nah.
I love anything that Hov put out. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a
Reasonable
Hov fan.
Doubt
That's my
Fire
favorite.
too. That's actually
my
the
second
first time
favorite,
somebody
yeah.
ever even
That's my second favorite album.
asked me.
First album is Blueprint 3.
See, people be sleeping on. I be telling people if you listen to that, that's no skips. Even if you just go to the end, you got Trouble, you got Dig a Hole, you got Minority Report, like you got Forever Young, like all of these songs that's back to back. I know every song.
Don't get me started on Jay-Z.
How does it feel? First of all, do you have a rock chain? And if you have one, how much can I buy it for?
A rock chain.
More importantly, how does it feel to not even if you never met him, but to be in the same spaces when you think about the gold couch and the significance it has on our culture and just being able to throw up the rock and really be able to represent it. But let's talk about that process. Like, how do you become Rock Nation Sports?
Shoot, it was surreal. Like I felt like I was living a dream for real. Like it was crazy because it was so many easy things that came through with it. Just holding that rock symbol up.
Right.
But like how it came out was just like word of mouth, and it's honestly your brand. Like you just gotta look a certain way. Like if I'm being completely honest, you gotta look a certain way. Like have that swag, like y'all said. Like and it's connections. Like there was just like a lineage of connections that connected me to the Rock Nation. I don't remember how it even freaking happened.
Right.
I just remember being on the phone with them, and they was like the most persistent besides like the fam sports that I like later like just I had both of them too. We was all working together at some point.
That's fine.
Nah, Rock was cool. I just felt like they could have been more on the marketing side for me because it was just like, all right, I'm rocking the Rock now. Like, where's the marketing side? Like, it's something that should come with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Y'all working for me, but I think overall, like, it just like I said, it just be stepping stones where you learn the business.
Right.
And the Rock taught me a lot. Honestly, it taught me a lot, just how to maneuver and just make sure you keep certain just friendships and relationships alive. Cause like I'm still cool with everybody through there.
That's fine. Did you meet Emery?
Emery, no.
Nah.
Wait, who?
Um.
His sister?
Nah. That's his
No.
man, Vegas Jones. I'm trying to think.
No.
Who?
I meant what's his name?
Who?
It's on my Instagram.
You
He
forgot.
talk about it all the time.
That's.
It's right here.
Let's see.
Why can't I remember his name? Oh my god.
It's Beehive? Tata?
It's not Tata.
Bleak?
No, it's not Bleak.
You going?
It's right here.
Emery, Kareem, Biggs.
He was pretty much like when you went into the Rock Nation office, he was pretty much the head of the office. Like his
Mark Davis? What was
No.
his name? What's my son? I'm
right
just
here.
naming everybody ever heard
I'ma
of.
show you. No.
See, now I
I'm gonna
gotta
show you
know.
right here. One.
Oh, OG.
Yeah,
Uh,
OG.
Yeah. I
That's
don't know
what's
why I
up.
didn't say OG. And
Yeah.
I don't know none of them. I just, you know what I'm saying?
No, Tata
I
the
just
first
know
one
him
because he talked about Tata all the time.
Yeah. Nah, I know all of them through
But
whole.
OG, yeah, he mentioned him sometimes. But
Yeah, nah, I always
that's cool. We
want
was playing chess together
Yeah,
That's
in the
tough.
office for
That's
sure.
tough.
that's super fire. Before you go, you also gotta stand up and do a spin around
Wow,
for your whole fit. Can people even buy this stuff?
This probably.
See,
got
she
a
don't
tag
even
on
know.
it?
It's so
It's
exclusive.
expensive. It's Cactus
She don't
Jack.
even
These
know.
is old. These are like my everyday shoes.
Let me see.
Yeah,
What are
this
those
is
called? What are
What,
those shoes
these?
called?
I don't know. I thought they was cute, so I put them
Nah,
on.
they fire. I would wear them.
They're so comfortable. See, like people get mad at me because I wear the Travis's like as everyday shoes, but they really got
Wait,
the
even your socks got the 23.
yeah,
Come on now.
Nah, Jordan not
because they're
playing.
like cruise
Nah,
socks.
she not playing.
So look, if I take you through like the process of being a Jordan athlete, like when you're in meetings with them, they really want to know, like they want to make the athlete wear the stuff. It's pointless getting all this gear. Like I had 10 boxes delivered to my house a couple of days ago. Full of
Okay.
stuff.
If y'all need clothes,
That's love.
hit me up. I'm
Word.
gonna get them from Arella.
It's
We
like
gonna
it's
be all
pointless.
Team Jordan, baby.
Word.
It's pointless. You get a lot. If you look at if you go into my garage, and I've only been home for like a month. It's my garage now
That's fire.
because that's how much
Team
stuff was
Jordan,
just
baby.
delivered
Wow.
to my house, and it's ridiculous because I gotta put it all in storage. My parents like, nah, you ain't keeping none of that here. Take it to storage.
That's crazy.
So it's like when they send you stuff, they want to make sure you gonna wear it. So like when we're having those meetings and brand meetings, they like when they're asking like certain stuff. Like I remember telling them like when I'm working out, I don't like wearing bras. I was like, you need to make a shirt that got a bra in it.
Mm-hmm.
Now we got a shirt that got a bra in it. So like when they listening, when they asking you questions,
Why you don't want your titties to be secure? Why you just want them
First of
bouncing
all,
around and
I
shit?
barely got any, but when I just rather be comfortable.
So what do you? So sorry to get off track, but what are you playing? Don't you play in a sports bra?
Yeah, you play the sports
Those
bra,
bras
but
different.
like when I'm chilling, I don't feel like wearing bras. Like I don't want to wear them.
Nah, I respect it.
Yeah, I want to be free. Like
She said, "I gotta build a shirt with a bra in it."
let me.
And
So
they
now,
listen, they
we
listen,
got a
so
shirt with a bra in it.
Can't be mad at that shit.
Nah, that's
They
fire
listening.
right there.
Yeah.
And they as far as likeness, do they base your opinion off of that? Like, let's say you have 50,000 followers, but every time you hit the runway or when you walk through the tunnel, you get the most likes. So we're gonna take her advice into consideration because when she wears Team Jordan, it always like blows up or whatever.
Yeah, I think they probably definitely take that into consideration when it like meetings with just them.
Right.
But like when it comes to like meetings we're in and like the whole family's inside, it's more about like just including everybody, making sure we all like when we have brand meetings of even about sneakers, like playing shoes, and we all got different types of feet. Some people wider and all that stuff, and like they all take that into consideration to the footwear we wear and all that stuff. So it's dope.
Wow,
It's,
I didn't even know y'all get to
What?
even.
we get to
That's
see
so
shoes.
fire.
We get to
I would
see
love
shoes
doing
before
shit
they
like
even
that.
release.
That's so hard.
Yeah, cause the shoes you had on the other day, the Zion shits, I was like, I ain't never even seen
Yeah,
those
the
before.
threes. Yeah, I don't know if they dropped yet. They probably gonna drop
Yeah, yeah, I was
soon.
like,
But
all right.
they make sure you comfortable wearing all of that stuff. Like they definitely
That's
taking because
important
it's
though.
like they paying you to wear it.
Right.
You gotta wear it comfortably. Like
Right.
I remember I was hooping overseas in 12s and they was mad. They was like, nah, you need to you need to be wearing Team Jordan shoes. They sell them themselves and all that stuff. Like retro sell themselves. Yeah, I got in trouble.
Wow.
So
That's
it's that
crazy.
tedious that you really need to wear Team Jordan versus just Jordan in general.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And I honestly enjoy wearing it though. Like if I didn't like it, I
Nah, that's
wouldn't
a
wear it. So
blessing
it's just
too.
like this is cute. Like
Yeah.
you
Nah,
seen
that's
this
why I
thing,
really
you
had
wear
no
it.
idea that was
Like,
Jordan.
looks
Then I'm
comfy
like,
and
wait,
chill.
a 23 on the side.
Mhm.
Then I seen your shirt had it. I'm like,
Now the jacket is hard.
everything Jordan. I didn't even
Yeah,
realize.
That'd be
hard.
fresh. It don't matter. Huh? It's too easy.
Nah, but the swag also keeps it there. Now, I really only have one more question. What is it like to um almost train and and build your mind, your body, all of those things for like uncertainty to where, and then sometimes in the NBA, you could get a 5 year, 4 year contract extension that even if you stop working out now, it's guaranteed they're gonna pay you out. Even if they prolong it over 20 years, they're gonna pay you. What is it like still putting in this extremely amount of work and having that patience and traveling, going to different leagues, different countries, and still there's like uncertainty about the next step, about the next level, about the next league.
Yeah, I think the great thing about overseas though is definitely guaranteed. You're not going over there for uncertainty. Like you're not gonna get cut. If they cut you, you're probably gonna get paid still.
Oh
All that
wow.
stuff. Yeah. It's
That's dope.
definitely guaranteed.
And that's for every girl that signs a contract or just the
I
higher
don't know,
level
it's in my
players.
contract, but
Nah,
I
that's
don't
fire. No, I didn't even know that.
Nah, that's the great thing. But still, like it's still like in this business, still a certain level of like faith you gotta have. Like you
Right.
said, like it's like anything can happen, anything can throw you off. Like I've seen people just come to training camp fully healthy. Now your heart beating a certain way and you can't play.
That's it.
Right.
Like what?
Mm-hmm.
You was just fine 2 seconds ago.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So, man, it's like I feel like I've seen so many different scenarios of like basketball. Like just anything can happen. It just teach you to really enjoy it. And I think I have such a love for the game that some people may not have. Some people just like when you around it, you know who really love basketball. Like
Right.
you know
I
what I
always
mean?
hear that.
Like really love it. You like, dang.
Who just goes out there just to do it?
Like
for
when
the check.
people, honestly, I've met so many people, and from my Instagram, you look and you might think like she's not really a hooper. She's just doing it for I don't even know.
Right.
But when people meet me and they really get to know me, like there's so many times where like Taya Cooper has told me she's like, damn, you really fuck with this shit. Like you really love this shit.
Damn,
Like,
I've
yeah.
been calling her Tia this whole time.
Like even one of my teammates in Seattle, she was like, oh, you do this for real. Like,
Nah, your
yes.
passion is definitely different for it.
Like, and I don't think people understand that from my profile on like Instagram and social media, and that's why social media is so different than in person. Cause like when you see me, you see my work ethic. Like I'm in there all day. Like, and when I was in Seattle, I was first one there. Like I'm on the court first. There was people trying to beat me to the court.
Right.
That's funny.
But,
That's funny.
nah, but I'm in there putting real work, like sweating 4 hours before practice. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And then staying an hour after.
Nah, you put in that work.
And it wasn't work to me though. That's the thing. And then coming back later, it wasn't work to me. Like this is what we used to. We go to the
right.
I would come from practice, go to the Boys and Girls Club. It's to the point where people like even overseas, my team had to tell me like, calm down, like.
Nah, that's what I was
Working
telling you the
too
other day when you told me before I even came here, I did this for 3 hours. I'm like, yo, you need to actually go to sleep.
Yeah, like
That's
I'm
kinda crazy.
actually learning to enjoy, but at the same time, it's just like this is just normal to me. Like I just grew up around that, just being around hoops all day, being
And
around
you
hoops.
staying ready. And a lot of
Yeah.
times people gotta see the potential and then they start getting ready. Like, oh, the season's coming, or I got 3 weeks to prepare.
Yeah, you
And
always ready.
You stay ready
I'm
all
just
year round.
around it.
Right.
I don't even think like I lose it because even like my worst work ethic is the bare minimum.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like when I be locked in, it be full circle. I'm like, it ain't nobody.
I also lie. I got one more question, but go
Go
ahead.
ahead, go ahead.
No, I just want to talk about the playoffs. I'm a big Liberty fan because I
Big New
just
York.
Big New York.
That's all you got here.
but I
Big New York.
also just like
It's hard.
Stewie. She just like I don't know. She different and
She a
she very
beast.
humble. But how do you feel about who you got, Vegas or Liberty to win it all?
They playing right now.
Yeah, they actually playing in this
Yeah.
moment. I'm going to
No,
the
they
game.
about to play at 10.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Dang. Oh yeah, it's 10 o'clock right now.
Yeah,
but
they about to play right now.
I'm going to the game on August 28th. So I just seen that New York won the Commissioner's
If I
Cup.
say who I got, I don't know because there's a lot of people.
Nah, who
She
you
know
got?
too many
Just
people.
like
She gonna get too many phone calls.
just like matchups, because I feel like for Liberty, it's
Word. That ass. Me too. God bless you.
but for Liberty,
That ass.
it's a favorable matchup.
You think?
I like it. Bless you.
I think so too.
Thank you.
I like New York's matchup when they on for sure.
Yeah.
I like it. I watched the game. Was it 2 days ago? Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I
I see.
like
I see who
it
you rock
Oh
was
yeah, it's
with.
about to start right now.
Yep, it's two great defensive teams. It's two great offensive teams too.
Yeah, they're
Same
both
time.
tough.
Yeah, nah.
They was all well rounded, and it's just like who's on that night.
CP3
It was
was
more-
playing too.
I think that's a
That'd be
big
crazy.
game changer when it comes to because it's a mismatch problem. Because it's like, all right, who got to guard CP3?
She could play all
when
five
it comes,
positions.
yeah, when it comes down to it was kind of easier because Stewie and Asia Wilson could kind of cancel each other out.
Right.
This game. They both shot not well,
Yeah.
and they both played good defense on each other too. So it was.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how this game gonna go.
Yeah,
Me too.
it's gonna be good. I'll be watching.
Yeah, I'm about to watch on my phone.
You got any more?
Nah. That
I'm
was
just
it.
playing with you.
We good?
My question to you, my last question to you is, what would you tell?
These are dangerous.
Yeah, them shits is good. What would you tell like a young kid or teenage girl, just about what to look forward to? Somebody that's in your shoes that really wants to come and make a difference in the game and in the world. What would you tell them that they obviously wouldn't know right now that you've learned? What would you say to them if they were right in front of you? What would be?
I'm gonna say a
something
whole
mental?
line. There's a fork in the road. Go straight.
Say that one more time.
Hov said, "There's a fork in the road. Go straight."
She talking about Renegade.
Yeah.
That's a whole verse.
Like
Go
how she
straight.
intertwined that. That was good. She put everything. She put Rock Nation on, and I like that.
Yeah,
I like that. But no, that's dope.
Go straight.
That's
Make your
dope.
own lane. Bro, don't follow no trends. It's all short lived and yeah, just stay true to you for real. Like I feel like we live in a world of comparison. We talked about that already a couple of days ago, but we live in a world of comparison. It's so easy to mimic someone's style, someone's just their whole blueprint. It's like right there. Everyone's blueprint. Like make your own blueprint. Be creative. Like I mean, everything not gonna be, like first generation stuff. Like you ain't gonna be, but like find loopholes in certain things. Be creative. Be you. Don't be like anybody else. And that's what I pride myself on. I don't think like I'm like nobody else.
I love that.
Showtime.
Showtime.
All right.
Listen, Arella, I really thank you for being here.
Well, appreciate
Great.
your time.
Mm-hmm. That ass. And you gave a lot of words of wisdom. And also, you did. You did. And really told me things that I was actually wondering about, honestly. Like some real shit, insider shit.
Nah, it was cool.
And I love that. I appreciate you for being
I
here.
could talk, for real.
Nah. We're going to have to do this again one day, for sure.
For sure.
I definitely appreciate you being here. This is another episode of Culture Child Podcast.
We out of here,
And we
baby.
out of here, baby.